Good morning and welcome back to Margin. This morning we're going to talk about the review of the theme on insurance and legacy. So let's jump right into it. So in this theme on insurance and legacy, we have covered various topics of insurance policies to protect you and your loved ones, how to build up and store critical documentation like wills, as well as thinking through your legacy from the standpoint of setting out a vision, backing that vision out into benchmarks, into goals, as well as ensuring that your habits actually support each of these accordingly. So as I mentioned before, your legacy is so much more than just what you transfer financially. And that may be during and throughout your life, or it may be at the end of your life. So being intentional to spend the time in not only defining who you want to be, but what legacy you want to live out and eventually leave behind is so important beyond just the financial components. So we all have the same number of hours in a day, but people spend that time very differently. So don't be so lost out in the future of dreaming and thinking about your vision that you lose sight of what's important today and those specific habits that you need to partake in today in order for that to actually happen. Now, in our society, we are taught that if we aren't busy, we're not important. But I would just encourage you that some of the most successful people are not defined by how busy they are. In fact, in studying high achievers, I've found that often they are very careful with their time and where they have focused their talent, as well as ensuring that the resources all support what they specifically want to accomplish and what their focus is. So focusing on your 7 F's and what it really means to succeed is so important, so that you are not just stuck in someone else's vision for your life, but that you are focused on your own vision and your own trajectory. Now, this mindset shift will lead you to slow down, to think and actually process instead of running from one thing to the next just to look busy. So let me ask you a few questions. How are your relationships? How are the relationships in your life? Are you actually enjoying the journey with the people around you? Are you taking care of your health and your well-being so that you can be present with people? Or are you being haphazard, maybe in your spending, so that you won't leave a financial legacy? Maybe you're being too invested in work that you're not investing in the people around you. Maybe you're not investing enough in your faith or your beliefs, your belief system, or you're too distracted by other components that you don't actually get to enjoy what you have right now. So I believe that comparison can steal your joy, make you lose sight of the journey, and can cause you to pursue things that don't actually align with you. And although it's so challenging to not compare yourself with someone else in the world we operate in, I would encourage you to find a greater purpose than to just impress or keep up with someone else. So I challenge you to think about the life you've built, your specific journey, not someone else's, but your specific journey and the impact you can have in your sphere and all that you have been given and equipped with to accomplish that. Now focus on being grateful for what you have and take the opportunity to make a difference in the world that you operate in, and find ways to unexpectedly go against the grain to ensure that you are seizing each day that you are given. So I hope that this theme has inspired you to take a step back and to look at your legacy, especially coming towards the end of the year. Where you are actually thinking forward in the sense of the new year. Now, thinking through how your legacy is being lived out and what proper adjustments you need to make, if any, to make sure that you are on the trajectory that you want to be on. And I go through this theme and put this much importance on this theme because so many people don't plan for the future, don't plan for who they want to be, and only look at who they are or who they've been, either looking in the rearview mirror or looking at your feet right in front of you, and not actually looking at how much impact you could have if you actually looked at what you want to accomplish and leave behind, what you actually want to have an impact in. Now, in the next theme, we're going to talk further about the impact that you can have. We're going to focus on giving, which is what I believe is a critical component of your personal finance and your personal finance journey. A component that I believe will give life to your living and is something that I have found to be one of the most enjoyable aspects of personal finance and being able to have that impact on others. Now, my call to action today is to look back over this theme and pinpoint the pivot you will be making to ensure that you are actively living out your legacy. If this information is helpful to you, please do like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you're reminded to come back on a daily basis and improve in managing your personal finances. Thank you for your time, enjoy your day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.